Welcome to The Terrible Take, a daily segment telling Steeler Nation what's on our minds. I'm Melanie Friedlander. The Steelers were aggressive this offseason, adding talented veteran players on both offense and defense. Some have lived up to expectations, while others have shown that Father Time is still undefeated. Sometimes all the football IQ and film study in the world can't save a player from being a little too slow on game day. That's why building talent on the roster via the draft has always been the primary goal for the Steelers. In recent years, though, too many draft picks have been the wrong choice for this team. Not counting the players currently on their rookie deals, the only former first-round draft selection over the past 10 years that is still on the Steelers roster is T.J. Watt. The team chose not to pick up the fifth-year option for Najee Harris and let him leave in free agency. Kenny Pickett was traded. Devin Bush and Terrell Edmunds were both drafted too high in retrospect and eventually moved on to other teams. You could count Minkah Fitzpatrick as well, since the team spent their 2020 first-round pick to acquire him in a trade. Fitzpatrick was then traded to the Miami Dolphins in June. Looking at more recent draft selections, the challenge is often that they can't get on the field. Corey Trice Jr., who has been plagued by multiple injuries, is the obvious example. But for other players, it's just a matter of being buried on the depth chart. Wide receiver Roman Wilson has shown flashes of potential in the last 2 weeks. But in an Arthur Smith offense that favors multiple tight end sets, Wilson is still struggling to get even 10 snaps per game, let alone actual targets. The same goes for rookie running back Caleb Johnson, who spends most of his time on the sideline watching Jaylen Warren and Kenneth Gainwell play. Even considering that Johnson probably got limited for a couple of weeks after a bad error as a kick returner, he hasn't been on the field much after serving his original timeout. Johnson has 17 carries on the year, with only 4 and 5 snaps in the past 2 games. The team's first priority has to be starting players that give them the best chance to win each Sunday. But it's hard to evaluate players and help them grow if they don't have any opportunities. And if your third-round draft picks from the past 2 years can't get on the field, your team will never grow through the draft and will have to keep shopping for veterans each offseason. Be sure to follow us at SteelersDepot.com and check out episodes of The Terrible Take every day at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And check out The Terrible Podcast with Dave Bryan and Alex Kozora every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.